What up? What up? What up, man? What's happening? Appreciate y'all checking me out as always, man. Listen, there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of talk about controversy, rather, about my man Jalen Brunson and whether or not he should be getting paid as much money as the Knicks are prepared to throw at him. I don't think the Mavericks are going to sign him because they had the opportunity to sign him for less than what he looking for on the market now. So I don't think that the Dallas Mavericks are prepared to offer him a contract. With Rick Brunson, Jalen's dad, being New York coaching staff, he's a part of the coaching staff in some way or another. Uh, all indications point that to Jalen Brunson going over to New York. Now, at first glance, you could look at Jalen Brunson's numbers overall from last season. They stand at 16 points, 3.9 rebounds, 4.8 assists. Now, after hearing those numbers, you might ask yourself, why the hell is somebody prepared to pay him 30 plus $1 million or even 25 plus $1 million? Whatever it is that's being worked out. I think the deal was for 110 million or something like that from New York. Allegedly, I'm not sure yet. We'll see tomorrow when free agency period officially begin. Whatever the case may be, I dug a little deeper into the Jalen Brunson numbers and I give them to you. Well, I give you what I came up with, and then I tell you whether or not, or let you tell me whether or not you think Jalen Brunson is worth his money. So 16 points, 16.3 points, 3.9 rebounds, 4.8 assists on the regular season. I'm not sure how many games he played last year. Let's check before we just start saying stuff. Let me see. Let's see, because that's the one thing that I did not write down. Okay, 79 games. So 79 games for Jalen Brunson last season. All right. One could say that he tried to show his ass a little bit. Just dig this. Just dig this. Through 79 games, 16.3 points, 3.9 rebounds, 4.8 assists. All right. Now we know that he is on the team with Luka Doncic. We know that Luka Doncic is extremely ball dominant. He don't even need nobody else. He almost don't even need nobody else on the team for real. Luka gonna go out there. He gonna hoop all goddamn game. Well, in 16 games that Luka Doncic did not play for the Dallas Mavericks last season, Jalen Brunson's stats actually increased, which is honestly to be expected. He went up to 20 points per game, 7.4 assists. All right. That's in 16 games without Luka Doncic. 20 points, 7.4 assists. The team went 8-9, which is honestly to be expected because that team is Luka Doncic, honestly. I don't really hold Jalen Brunson or anybody else accountable for that horrible 8-9 record. I mean, I don't want to say horrible, but it's obviously below 500. I still think that Jalen Brunson showed what type of value he has. All right. Now, while Luca was on the bench, Jalen Brunson, if you get off into like advanced analytics and stats and shit like that, I personally don't too much, but the nerds do. It means something for somebody. I'm not one of them. He took his 34% true shooting percentage to 55%. All right. That's with Luca being on the bench. So with Luca on the bench, he went from 34% true shooting to 55% true shooting. All right. To me, this shows between the true shooting, his points increase, his assists increase. To me, this shows that without Luka Doncic, Jalen Brunson is definitely capable of being a starting point guard, a valuable starting point guard. Through 18 playoff games last season, Jalen Brunson averaged 21.6 points, 3.7 assists, and one turnover. Now, these numbers are expected to change with a larger role in New York. He had a 37%. I think on his career, he's a 37% three-point shooter, 49% field goal shooter. But I wanted to take it a step further, as if that wasn't enough. 21.6 points, 3.7 assists, and one turnover. This is while playing with Luka Doncic throughout the playoffs. That's what 16 games I said? What I say? 18 playoff games last season. So get this. I came up with a list of players whose numbers were similar to that, and their contracts are equal to or more than what he getting paid. Now, some of these players, y'all gonna say, "Oh, well, they getting paid from the past." Whoopty whoopty whoop. I want to hear that shit. They still getting paid for it, and the numbers are similar. So we ain't even gonna go there, right? First on the list, we got D'Angelo Russell. All right. Through 6 playoff games, this motherfucker averaged 12 points and 6 assists. All right. Next on the list, we got Klay Thompson, 22 playoff games. He averaged 19 points, 2 assists. All right. Jalen Brown, who played 24 playoff games, he averaged 23 points, 3.5 assists, and 3 turnovers. All right. Your boy James Harden, 18 points, 8.6 assists, 4 turnovers, and that's in 12 playoff games. And my guy, CJ McCollum, averaged 22 points, 4.8 assists, with 2.5 turnovers in 6 playoff games. Now, if you compare Jalen Brunson's playoff numbers with these playoff performers' numbers and their contracts, Jalen Brunson is absolutely most definitely worth whatever money or whatever contract he is about to get paid. All right. I think personally, New York is making if New York lands him, I think New York is making a damn good decision. We seen them trying to make it work with Derrick Rose. We seen them trying to make it work with Emmanuel Quickly. We seen them trying to make it work with Kemba Walker. We seen them try to make it work with what's my man name? Elfrid Payton. I mean, it seemed to me that all they are missing is a valuable point guard, somebody who can handle being the point guard, right? And I think that Jalen Brunson is just the guy that they need personally. Now, whether or not he'll be able to maintain these numbers throughout his career, or whether or not he gonna get the bag and say fuck the NBA for real, that's to be determined. But I'm letting you know as of right now, Jalen Brunson is absolutely worth the money that he's demanding. All right. Period. He played with he shared time with Spencer Dinwiddie and Luka Doncic at the guard position, and his numbers were similar to Spencer Dinwiddie's. Again, I just named off 5 other players who his numbers were similar to. So we talking about if the Knicks, not we, if the Knicks can bring back Mitchell Robinson, which I believe they're expected to do. If they can bring back Mitch Rob, I think Tom Thibodeau will be able to put these guys back in the playoff contention. And will they make it very far? Probably not. I think a first round, second round exit, a 6 seed is pretty reasonable. A play-in, I don't even want to say a play-in spot, because you got a couple of other teams that might be fighting for the play-in spot. But I would say play-in spot at worst for the New York Knicks. At worst for the New York Knicks. I think that I don't want to jump out there and say nothing stupid just yet. I'll wait till later on in the season or after free agency to see what all the other teams do. But I do think that it's fair to say that if the New York Knicks can sign Jalen Brunson, if they can bring back Mitch Rob, they still have Evan Fournier. I believe, I'm not sure. He might be a free agent. I'm actually not sure, but I believe that they still have Evan Fournier. They got RJ Barrett over there. They still have Julius Randle, who they got to figure out what the hell type of offensive role that dude is supposed to be playing. Me personally, I think he's a small forward trapped in the power forward's body. That's another conversation for another time. I just really wanted to come in here, give y'all my 10 cents on the whole Jalen Brunson New York situation, or whether or not he should or should not be getting paid. If you ask me, this is a great move for the New York Knicks. That's my 10 cents. I'll catch y'all next time.